Why are Pakistani newsrooms laying off journalists? You've probably seen the headlines. Journalists losing jobs, newspapers reducing staff, television channels cutting costs, and news organizations downsizing. But what's driving these cuts? The simple answer is that Pakistan's traditional media business is under pressure from several directions at once. First, advertising revenue has become more difficult to sustain. For decades, advertising, particularly government and corporate advertising, was a major source of income for newspapers and television channels. But advertising budgets have changed, and a growing share of spending has moved to digital platforms. Second, audiences have changed. People increasingly get their news through social media, YouTube, and digital platforms. That means fewer people are relying exclusively on newspapers or television for their daily news. But there is a problem. The platforms attract enormous audiences, while news organizations struggle to capture their share of the revenue. Third, operating costs have increased. News organizations have to pay for journalists, studios, transmission, and offices. When revenues fall, but costs remain high, management looks for ways to reduce expenditure. And journalists are often among the first to be cut. There is another important factor: the changing economics of television. Pakistan has a large television news industry, but maintaining a 24-hour operation is expensive. Channels need reporters, producers, cameramen, and technical staff around the clock. When advertising revenue weakens, channels may reduce programming or cut staff. Newspapers face a similar challenge. Printing and distribution are expensive, while readers increasingly consume news online. So organizations try to do more with fewer people. But layoffs have consequences beyond the journalists who lose their jobs. Fewer journalists can mean fewer reporters covering courts, parliament, and communities. It can mean fewer investigations, larger workloads, and the loss of institutional knowledge. And newsrooms can also lose mentoring for younger reporters. There is another side to the story. Digital journalism has created new opportunities. From independent news websites and newsletters to podcasts and social media reporting. But building a sustainable digital news business is difficult. Having an audience does not automatically mean having enough revenue to pay journalists. So why are Pakistani newsrooms laying off journalists? It isn't because of one single problem. It is the result of a media industry caught between declining revenues, changing habits, and rising costs. The big question for the future is whether Pakistan can build a sustainable media business model. That is why newsroom layoffs are not just an employment story. They are a story about the future of journalism itself. Thanks for watching. We'll keep explaining the changes shaping journalism.